This year, an Indian star is born. The star is Fiji Indian TV, featuring a live web TV show covering news, current affairs, sports, Bollywood gupshup, Konchi Pakaya, Aao Chat Kare, FITV Talent Time, live coverage and more. Join us with your host Param Sivan. Fiji Indian TV, providing entertainment for the Fiji Indians around the globe. Every Sunday from 1 p.m. www.fijiindiantv.com. Be there.
दिखाओ सबको, हंसाओ सबको, एंटरटेनमेंट से भरपूर। फीजी इंडियन टीवी, फीजी लोगों में मशहूर। फीजी इंडियन टीवी।
And here comes your host, Param Sivan.
Our Fiji Indian TV में welcome to episode number 21. I am Param Shivan. And this is our host, co-host, partner in crime, Mr. Vishwajit ji. कैसे हैं आप?
बिल्कुल ठीक Param, and nice weather, and welcome everybody to episode 21 of our weekly program, and nice to have you all. Remember our live feed www.fijiindiantv.com.au.
जी हाँ, और हमारा email address है fijiintv@hotmail.com. कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? Join us in a chat room which is on www.fijiindiantv.com. Another power-packed program today, but let's join another partner over there. He's Dr. Anil. कैसे हैं आप?
नमस्कार परम जी और जीत भाई. Bola everybody, Sat Sri Akal and Assalamu Alaikum.
Yep.
Nice weather and special program क्योंकि
Yes.
आज हमारी 21वीं प्रोग्राम है. We have come of age.
21st. चाबी मिली आज ना? Okay, 21st is our episode, and if you've got anything, यानी कि आपके पास कुछ है जो आप देना चाहते हैं, बताना चाहते हैं, please do get in touch with us. Post कर सकते हैं हमारे chat rooms में, फोटो वगैरह आप Facebook में दे सकते हैं. Guys, we are trailing very fast, and we are into our episode number 21.
Time flies when you're having fun.
And heading towards episode number 50. That's what I'm looking for.
Half century.
How has your week been? What have you guys been up to?
Busy as usual. End of financial year. Quite busy at work.
Oh yes, 30th of June.
30th of June.
It's ended.
आगा चल गया.
आगा गया.
मैं भी बहुत व्यस्त था, काफी बिजी था. अभी अच्छा वेदर बहुत अच्छा रहे. We're not having a winter. So far.
नहीं है ना. Friday was very cold.
Yeah, it was very cold on Friday.
For those people around
Snowy
the
in
globe.
some places too, I believe.
पिछले
on
2
Friday.
हफ्ते से उससे पहले तो very mild weather.
For those around the globe that who are wondering कि हम लोग क्या बात कर रहे हैं, it's cold here in Sydney. It's winter जारी है. World Cup soccer is on. उसके बारे में कुछ चर्चा करेंगे. Plus Ramadan is on, and all our friends that are fasting.
Ramadan मुबारक.
Ramadan
ईद की शुभकामनाएं.
Ramadan मुबारक. रमजान का महीना.
They don't say Eid अभी ना.
अभी नहीं.
ना.
Eid is
the day they celebrate
at
basically.
the end of fasting season.
End of fasting season.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Those people that जिसने रोजा रखा है, शायद वो टीवी नहीं देख रहे होंगे. वेब शोज बाद में देखेंगे रोजा खोलने के बाद. तो फिर भी अगर आप डिलेड कास्ट देख रहे हैं यूट्यूब में, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब. डॉक्टर जी किधर है सब्सक्रिप्शन बटन?
No, the other way.
Yes,
We're going that way.
Yes,
Yes.
नीचे.
There.
It's my right side.
Yes.
Look at this side.
Yes.
It'll be
it's on your left.
Excellent. उधर नहीं.
Mirror
And,
image.
yes, do go and press subscribe button and do get in touch with us. और उसके जरिए से हम आपको बता सकते हैं कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं. Plus I've got some little things around here. और आप दोनों के लिए आज मैं गिफ्ट लेके आया हूँ.
Very nice.
And thank you for the warm nice cup of tea that you
Masala
brought.
chai.
You're getting good at it
Yeah,
actually.
तोहफा मिलेगा
खाली
मुझको.
थोड़ा टिप्पणी करेक्ट पड़े हम लोग ना. कौन सी कम थी राज?
अदरक कम थी.
अदरक स्पेशल पे बहुत महंगा अदरक.
फिजी में एक प्लेट $2 में मिल जाता है.
यहाँ पे
$25 a kilo.
Yeah, because of
बढ़ गया।
Over
it's a
$20.
summer crop, I think. That's
Yeah,
why.
winter में महंगी
Winter
होती
में
है।
it's difficult.
और जब रमज़ान के बारे में हम कुछ चर्चा किया, हमारे प्रोफेशन में थोड़ा दिक्कत पड़ता है क्योंकि हमारे जो मुस्लिम भाई लोग हैं वो पानी पी नहीं सकते, तो हमारे काम में पानी मुंह में जाता है। और हमारे भाई और बहनों जो मुस्लिम है, जो इस्लाम को मानते हैं, उसके लिए कभी कभी दिक्कत पड़ता है।
So you
Because they're
don't
not allowed to
see,
drink.
you don't see patients that
We do, but we have to be very careful. They are aware of it. So some people may not know this if they're not following Islam, कि they're not allowed to drink usually, और कुल्ली करना, और फिर हमारे ड्रिल से पानी वगैरह निकलता है ना, तो we have to make allowance for that.
That's a good tip. Those who are actually can probably postpone, na? Till
Only
the-
emergency work
Only
is done.
emergencies में मेरे ख्याल से emergencies only is when they actually turn up to
And they
the
can
dentist,
take,
yeah.
but usually not. तो चलते हैं, आगे बढ़ते हैं, प्रोग्राम को आगे बढ़ाते हैं।
आगे बढ़ाते हैं, आगे जरूर बढ़ाएंगे। चलिए हम एक गाना सुनते हैं, उसके बाद में विल कम बैक एंड विल गेट सम मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन।
Yes.
जी हाँ दोस्तों साथियों, दांतों की मरम्मत करने के लिए आप संपर्क कर सकते हैं डॉक्टर अनिल को, जो अभी स्टूडियो में अवेलेबल है। एंड आई गॉट हैव यू गॉट सम टिप्स टुडे?
जो लोग कभी-कभी देख रहे हैं कि वो जो एक
देख रहे
नर्स जो हमारे प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं अभी वाचिंग ना, दे प्रोबब्ली सो वो देख रहे हैं कि वो दो टैंकी में क्या टैंक्स में मास्क लगाए ना, वो है लाफिंग गैस, नाइट्रस ऑक्साइड।
अच्छा, पॉइजन
प्लस ऑक्सीजन।
ओके।
हाँ, वो मोटर में भी कभी-कभी नाइट्रस लगाते हैं ना बूस्ट करने के, लेकिन ये जब हम
लोगों को बूस्ट करने के लिए
सुंघाते हैं तो उसको बोलते हैं रिलेटिव एनाल्जेसिया, यानी कि आ रही।
अच्छा।
जब हम हॉस्पिटल में बड़े-बड़े ऑपरेशंस होते हैं तो वो जो ऑपरेशन को जब जारी होता है, टू कीप द एनेस्थेटिक स्टेडी, वो यही गैस देते हैं, ऑक्सीजन और नाइट्रस, और कुछ वोलेटाइल लिक्विड होते हैं जैसे कि हेलोथाइन है, लिक्विड होते हैं ना, लेकिन गैस में ये एक ही चीज़ है जो कि हमारे बॉडी में रहता नहीं है। तुरंत विद इन मिनट्स 100% ऑक्सीजन दे के, लो सोल्युबिलिटी इन ब्लड, यू आर फिट टू वॉक एंड गो होम। इट रेजेस योर पेन थ्रेशोल्ड, यानी कि कोई ज़्यादा डरता हो या ज़्यादा पीड़ा हो तो हम उसको मास्क लगाकर वो दोनों गैस के मिक्सचर देते हैं, नॉर्मली 50-50। वो रेडीमेक्स जैसे आप जानते हैं एंटोनॉक्स बोलते हैं, हॉस्पिटल और एम्बुलेंस में रखते हैं फॉर पीपल विद हार्ट अटैक, चाइल्ड बर्थ। हम अपना रेगुलेट कर सकते हैं।
तो जिसका आप तोड़-फोड़ करते हैं उसको आप सुंघाते हैं?
Who really need it? उसके अलावा सुई भी लगता है, लेकिन वो जो टैंक है, टंकी में एक में ऑक्सीजन है, एक में नाइट्रस ऑक्साइड, O2 एंड N2O, नॉट नाइट्रोजन ऑक्साइड, नाइट्रस। रिलेटिव एनाल्जेसिया काफी स्वीट्स मिलेंगे और गिव्स यू हाई, आपको खुशी कर दे, उसको लाफिंग गैस भी बोलते हैं।
Okay, so those days he's laughing and enjoying.
जानो कोई
just in case करके चला गया, सिंबल आउट ऑफ फाइट।
चलता के तब इसमें तुम हाइप करता है, चीफ कुछ ही करता।
That's a quick tip there.
Okay.
It's addictive, so professionals have to be like us. We have to be careful. People get addicted to narcotics too, as we know.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you for that little small tip that you've given us. दोस्तों साथियों, रमजान जैसे कि मैंने पहले, अगर अभी भी आप चुन हुए हैं, one of our friends, he's master orchestra, Mr. Harry Sharma. Hello, Harry Sharma. You know Harry?
Yeah.
Yes,
Drama.
yes.
He's in New Zealand. He's actually was in Sydney. Hi, Harry.
He's a percussionist.
Yes, he's actually watching our program and he's shouting out loud to you, Harry. कैसे हैं?
नमस्कार भाई जी।
Yeah.
And we are live here.
Any
in
jamming
Fiji.
happening or not?
And,
Talk to
yes.
us. Send us something.
Yes,
Yeah.
jamming की बात होती है, coming up very closely and quickly, guys. There's shows happening around the globe, and here in Sydney we've got some shows happening. Our comedy night है, और इस comedy night के बारे में कुछ बताएंगे। 19th of July it's happening. Doc live.
Sydney Baha'i Centre. It's at Silverwater, as we mentioned last week, and the address is right there, Jiji.
Yeah, बिल्कुल. Have you seen this guy, Doc?
No,
I've
no.
not seen this guy. Where
I
this
haven't
guy
heard
look?
about him.
No.
But he's from South Africa or something, no?
Okay.
Well, let's hope he does a good comedy, you know.
And it's at 107 Derby Street, Silverwater, which is just off Parramatta Road.
Yeah, just off perimeter.
Yes, the Dream Girl, Saturday 2nd of August, which is not that far away, not that far away. And if you want to participate,
Less than a month.
Yeah, it's a beauty pageant contest, and all the details are on the screen. You can watch the post show and get some details as well on Dream Girl. The phone numbers are on the screen. और आप pause कर सकते हैं screen को. And of course, you can watch us live on Dumex, guys.
Dumex, yeah, बिल्कुल.
$299.
That's New Zealand price.
dollars. Yes.
$229 in Australia.
And $229 in Sydney. You can watch a lot of other channels. And time to come, we are going to get Mr. Ayaz on the air, and he's going to explain us कि Dumex किस तरह से काम करता है.
Operational
This is
details.
what you get, and you can watch us live anywhere, any part of the world. And of course, the Three Musketeers jari hai, and every Sunday we are live. We are actually thinking of expanding our program in days to come. अगर आप लोगों का सहयोग रहा. Mobile phone singing competition is jari hai, but we are heading off soon to the enclosure of it. And Govinda is happening. Ala re ala.
It's coming to Sydney.
Yes.
And Melbourne.
And Brisbane.
And Brisbane.
9th, 8th, 9 and 10. 8th in Sydney. 9th in Melbourne.
10th in
Jeet?
Brisbane. Yeah, you're right.
8th in Sydney. Sydney Town Hall. 9th is in 8th is in Sydney. Yes, of course. It's in Brisbane on the. Melbourne is on the 10th. So 9th is in Brisbane. No? Okay. 9th is in Brisbane. 8th is in Sydney. And for those Melbourne fans, Govinda Saad Jaya. You guys singing in there?
VTC is actually, yeah.
VTC is
and
going.
Anish Sharma is actually bringing the show to Melbourne and Brisbane, and VTC is providing the music in those two shows.
This guy is a damn good dancer even at his age.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can move and groove.
He's not that old. He's only 52 something, Doc.
Well, for dancing, your joints start to stiffen up. So I suppose he's not. There's people still acting in their 70s.
Yep. Purple Haze is happening Christmas in July, कह रहे हैं, Saturday 26th of July, Bollywood R&B House here in Sydney. And those folks that are around the globe, आप यदि कुछ और भेजना चाहते हैं, आपके देश में कुछ हो रही है, please get in touch with us and ताकि we can advertise for you as well. Ramadan Eid Festival?
Yes, 26th of July here in Whitlam
Stall
Center.
रखा तुमने को? को stall रखा?
In the TV la stall rakhiya.
और TV ला stall रखेगा for Easter.
Memorial.
This is a place where we can expand our
Okay.
our
We can have a
viewers and
booth
our
there.
yeah.
We can have a booth.
Yeah.
Maybe we can take the camera there and record some things.
हाँ, कैमरा तो लेके हमेशा मैं चलता हूँ.
90A Memorial Avenue in Liverpool, right here. Free entry.
Yep.
Lots of stalls.
Yes, and also Mohammed Rafi night, guys, chill in for this.
20th anniversary.
23rd August 2014.
Big one. This is a big one.
Yeah. 20 salgira.
Excuse me, that is happening at Bonnering Sports Club, 610 Elizabeth Drive, Bonnering. Shashi Lal is the promoter along with Mr. Vishwanaidu of VTC.
And Kishore Chetty, who is the main organizer and singer.
And the male-female singer from Fiji, Abdul Idhar Padhar Rahe here on this show. And hopefully that'll be a wonderful show, guys. And you guys are performing, training tum log ke kaise chale hain. Because the listeners are wondering कि ये लोग इतना रोज से बात कर रहे हैं कि हम गाएगा तुम गाएगा. So I know for sure you guys are performing. I can't perform because I'm not a good singer. And you guys are performing. Rehearsal कैसे चल रही है तुम लोगों की?
We think you're a good singer, but people don't know that. Yes.
So yeah, a busy week. We had to plug everything into the right sports, as we said. But
plug in, plug out.
Plug in, plug out. You know, you got to plug in work. You got to plug out work. You got to plug in your musical, your family life. You know, so it gets difficult, but
मुश्किल है.
Social life.
Yeah, social life.
So those who are watching अगर Sydney में हैं, there's a lot of people in Sydney watching this show, post show and pre-show and live देखते हैं. तो आप don't forget it's a Ramadan Eid Festival. It's in Whitlam Laser Centre. And I think band कितना बजे रही? दिन भर?
Yeah, there's VTC providing music in that thing, and a lot of singers, lot of stalls,
there'll
lot
be
of
live
people can do a lot of shopping,
live singing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't forget these are the forthcoming shows. आपके शहर में यदि कुछ हो रही है, Fiji, Australia, New Zealand, around the globe, you can get in touch with us. There's few other festivals and shows that are coming, and we will be keeping you posted as it happens.
I think there will be more than 50 stalls.
Oh yeah, there'll be a lot of people going around there because I mean it is a major thing.
And games for children.
Yeah.
Lots
There'll
of
be
fun
rides for
activities.
children, games for children.
Food stalls.
Food stalls. There'll be sari, salwar kameez, and all sort of stalls. Mehndi stalls.
कमीज तो ढेर रही ना.
I hope there's a fish and chip stall because I normally like that for lunch.
For those who
There'll be food stalls as well.
for those
bakri ke
plow stalls. कुछ बकरी के plow.
It better be good quality like
बताइए नहीं
that.
Bakri नहीं, bakra ke plow. You didn't pick on that dog?
Yeah, bakri mummy goats look
Because
के
दो
plow
बकरे के
बनावा
लेके
जाए.
बकरी goes.
Like our diva said, na mummy goat के नहीं बनावा जाए. But
Yes.
it has to be
Diva-
good quality like the one we had.
Yes, Diva message भेजी से कि this week there is थोड़ी सी तब्दीलियां हुई हैं उनकी कुकिंग में. बोले तेल खराब से गए. बोले हम ड्रम उठाया उल्टा बोले देखा तेल ही नहीं है. बोले तो next week she is going to give
तब्दीली मतलब problem issue.
issues है ये थोड़ी
आप
डिले
थोड़ा
भी है.
उर्दू भाषा बोल दिया है.
गड़ गए तुम आज दिन. तो ज्यादा विलम्ब ना करते हुए
It's getting good. वो जो book काफी काम कर रहा है.
तबला में विलंबित जब दादरा करेंगे स्लो ना ट्रेन में विलंब हो गया है.
विलम्ब हो गया है.
तो वो एक ताल होता है स्लो ताल तो उसको विलंबित ताल बोलते हैं.
तो Findian Diva को आप देखना चाहते हैं head on to YouTube channel and type in Findian Diva one word. वहाँ पर बहुत मस्त videos हैं and enjoy. Last week she had goat curry. Tips on goat curry and one of the episodes he said हमें अगर तुम लोग hesitate नहीं करना बुलाएंगे. That was hilarious. So if you want to see her, head over there as well. Plus we've got some shows. आप लोग भी कुछ लेके आए हैं आज news समाचार.
Yeah, there's few things happening back home.
Tips are coming.
Yeah.
And आइए हम चलते हैं अभी कप को सुनते हैं local singer here in Sydney. A wonderful rendition in Kishore Kumar Night which you guys have also performed.
रिम झिम गिरे सावन सुलग सुलग जाए मन भीगे आज इस मौसम में लगी कैसी ये अगन रिम झिम गिरे लग जाए मन, भीगे आज इस मौसम में, लगी कैसी ये अगन, रिम झिम गिरे सावन। जब घुंघरूओं सी बजती है बूंदे, और माँ हमारे पल के नमूने, जब घुंघरूओं सी बजती है बूंदे, और माँ हमारे पल के नमूने, कैसे देखे सपने नयन, तो लग जाए मन, भीगे आज इस मौसम में, लगी कैसी ये अगन, रिम झिम गिरे सावन। महफिल में कैसे कह दे किसी से, दिल बंध रहा है किसी अजनबी से। महफिल में कैसे कह दे किसी से, दिल बंध रहा है किसी अजनबी से। हाय करे अब क्या जतन, तो लग जाए मन, भीगे आज इस मौसम में, लगी कैसी ये रिम झिम गिरे सावन, तो लग जाए मन, भीगे आज इस मौसम में, लगी कैसी ये अगन, रिम झिम गिरे सावन। Thank you.
What a wonderful rendition. Thank you very much, Aviji. Thank you very much.
Ji haan, that was indeed a wonderful song sung by late Kishore Kumar, original song. And it was just nice to hear.
One of those
Avi
nice
doing.
rhythmic, nice beat, nice melody.
Yes, wonderful. And
Classical
it's
song,
a very
huh?
hard song to sing, you know, those who can't sing, or those who do try to sing Kishore
Very
numbers.
controlled.
Yeah. I've got a
music.
little video coming up which did you know that you know, I had this misconception actually. I think a lot of people also. Do you know if Amit Kumar is married?
Amit Kumar, as far as I know, he's never seen with a partner or
Never
spouse.
seen with a partner. What do you think?
He's not married.
He's got 2 kids.
Is he?
He's married. I'll show you the photo of his wife.
Oh, there you go.
There is a lot of misunderstanding, I think, because there's no videos out there, or there's no publicity out there.
There's
na?
no
Kuch
media.
log-
Actually, media didn't go into his life too much. Basically.
Yeah,
That's
and I
what
think
you're
some
saying.
people
Personal
do
life.
not want media to go because they spoil things, na? And a lot of people की शायद ये misconception होगी कि he's. A lot of people also have said कि he was linked to his
Stepmother.
stepmother.
Leena Chandrawakar.
So what is
Lena
true?
was a good actress.
Yeah.
She's
and,
still alive, Lena?
Yeah.
She's still alive. Yeah. All Kishore Kumar's ex-wives are still alive. But I was surprised actually, and that he's got kids. Yeah, and it's, if you see the video, see how much harmony it is amongst the family of the
2 kids,
Ganguly
boys,
family.
girls.
अभी दिखाते हैं आपको आगे चल के
Was
दिखाएंगे।
Madhubala one of his wives?
Yes.
I think she's passed
Yogita
away.
Bali was the other one.
Okay, yes,
Yes.
Yogita Bali.
Yogita Bali was the other
And there's another Amit Kumar's mum. I can't
Leena
remember the name.
Leena Chandrawakar.
Lena.
Leena Chandrawakar was another Kishore Kumar's wife.
She was the last one.
Last one.
Lena was the last one, but
Yeah.
I think there was Amit Kumar's wife is somebody else. And there's a few things happening in Fiji as far as election is concerned. And, जोर तोर से election जारी है, guys.
Yeah,
Some developments
it's only
regarding,
72 more days to go.
More news
we had
coming
90 not long ago.
Yeah.
कुछ दिन में हम बोलेंगे next month है, और there's some हमारे जो political desk से आप लाएंगे new developments regarding some of the candidates.
Candidates, yeah. There's two new,
Yes.
there's
So
a
new parties
candidate.
registered something.
No. The new
Some
parties.
breaking news.
Some breaking news. There is
Okay,
some.
so I won't break the news on your behalf, okay? Achha, yesterday I was actually sitting at my brother's place, and you know how kids are very, very smart, कुछ ना कुछ उनकी ideas होती है ना बताने के लिए.
Google ना.
They share ना, आजकल सब gadget लेके चलते हैं ना.
टुक.
And हमसे बोले, दादा हमला कौन ची ना बोले कि टोनी एबर्ट ना. हमला तो बोले काहे टोनी एबर्ट इसके नाम रखी है ना, and how kids relate to this ना, बोले कि सोचो बोला हम नहीं जानता है, 6:30 in the evening कहाँ सोची, बोले टो हमला टो, बोले नी, बोले हम बोला नी, बोले एब्स हम बोला हाँ, बोले बट टोनी एबर्ट बता उसके नाम रखी.
टोनी एबर्ट.
बोले पूरा नाम उसके पूरा जिस्म से है.
And he's got a nice abdomen. He's very fit.
Tony
for PM. He's one of the fittest.
Tony abdomen.
Abbat,
Six
no?
pack.
Abbat. Yes.
So he's one of the fittest PMs
Politicians.
we've had.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw a recent photo of the other Red as well. He's looking quite slim as well. So,
And
so
when,
there you go.
when
Little
PM
tip from kids.
When PM was in the US, apparently he went for a jog with the fireman there. Morning run. And kids are very, very sharp nowadays. They are mature early and young.
Oh, and I wouldn't have known कि Tony है, but उसके break करो. Some people have got nothing to do. Tony, तुम जाके बताए घर है ना?
No.
I will tell all the elderly patients. They'll be, that'll be good. So, heading towards the program is the song that was a wonderful song indeed. And हम चलते हैं अब आपको लेके. We're going towards Bihar, जहाँ पर this guy Shahnawaz Bobby is actually a wonderful singer of Muhammad Rafi, and he sent us some photos from Bihar as well.
State of Bihar,
State
north
of Bihar.
India. A lot of our Girmitias came from Bihar.
Yes,
UP
yes.
Bihar.
Yes, wonderful photos are there. I will try to mix it with the songs he's performing here. Enjoy.
Rajna
wasn't it wonderful?
Very nice.
Is that a new composition or old song?
I
It's,
don't know. I
Rafi's
was just
old
busy
song.
watching the
okay.
video. Thought really
Yeah. It's quite a difficult song because ये रूपक ताल में गाया है, 7 मात्रा
तो
होता है.
गिनत रहा बैठ
हाँ
के.
तो वो तीन तीन ना धिन ना उसका बोलिए. तो it's divided into 3 parts. First में बोल रहे तीन तीन ना, फिर धिन ना, तो उसका साइकिल होता है. रूपक है, it's a classical ताल. वो कभी कभी इसमें बजाता है तीन तीन नाना घेगे नाना, उसका बोलिए. वो बाद में करेंगे डिटेल में. I'll probably give him 7.5 out of 10.
Wow.
It's
What a rating.
7.
सीधा जुड़ते रेट कर दिया तो. अच्छा.
Because
He's got a
of
nice
the
voice as
degree,
well, nice
degree of
texture.
difficulty
More
of the
like,
singing ना. It's not a normal कहरवा और दादरा song. उसको बहुत carefully note करना पड़ता है. As a percussionist, you know, you really have to follow the beat.
His voice really sounded like Rafi.
Yeah, he does actually. If you can see, छोटा सा room. He has his little room. And he does all his stuff by himself over there. And I have suggested कि थोड़ा सा कैमरा इधर रखो ताकि लोग can watch your face and see and liaise with. But nice voice, nice person as well. He sent us some photos of his Bihar state.
And
Wonderful photos.
nice murti that was
Yes,
was it
yes.
Shiva.
I don't quite know कि मूर्ति.
Huge statue.
Yeah, this
Yes,
is somewhere in Bihar.
Or is it the Buddha? ना Buddha नहीं है.
I don't know. जीत कौन ची है ला?
Vishnu.
Vishnu.
विष्णु का.
And
That's huge.
that's him there.
And technology के कारण हम कहाँ आ गए ना 20 years में.
Yes, he sent it just about a couple of
Record in a
about
room
half
and
an hour,
send
an hour
it.
ago. Yes,
Yeah.
and as we say, कि we are live, and we do take into consideration अगर immediately कोई चाहता है तो we can actually publicize straight away. But provided in limitations भी है ना.
Okay, yeah, they can actually send us their photos and anything.
I
I think we have a photo for us today.
Yeah. It's www.fijiindiantv.com
or fijiindiantv@hotmail.com.
Facebook में भी post कर सकते हैं, and you can go to our group or you can chat. If you're in our friends group, you can chat and then give us some details over there as well.
GG, you've got a photo for us later on.
Yeah, I got a
Some
photo.
historical
अभी दिखाओ.
memories.
कैमरा आगे करो.
Why still while we घर में गरम.
Camera is not
इसके तरफ बड़ा
zooming.
करना
The
पड़ेगा.
camera is not zooming in, but उसके आगे ले जाओ. उसके आगे ले
थोड़ा
जाओ.
ले जाओ. I'll tell you.
Can you
whether
see?
it's, yeah,
और
quite
आगे
clear. थोड़ा tilt करना. Forward.
ऐसे flat.
Right, beautiful. So what? ये किस चीज का तस्वीर है?
This is the first band group in Fiji called Empire All Boys.
Circa साल का roughly where 70s, 80s,
1970s.
50s.
Yeah, 55, 60.
Wow.
This is it.
Empire Old Boys.
They call Empire All Boys.
कहीं Old Boys नाम रखे ने.
I can see there are 3 guitarists on there.
There's 3 guitarists. There's a drum. Actually, they members. They had about 25 or 30 members in the group.
पहले सुमन बहुत.
So because previously पहले ज़माने में photos you can't take a
Panoramic.
Wide angle नहीं
नहीं.
था. Wide angle
Yeah.
lens और zoom lens नहीं था. Zoom lens ना. So it's a good shot.
Very good. It's well done.
तो ये
They're
लोग कौन सी
dressing
wig
code.
लगाई ने?
No,
पगड़ी
pagdi.
है.
That's
We
pagdi.
have some nice headway on that. वो बिहारी style ना. जो लंबा पगड़ी थे.
Some of these members are obviously still alive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
some
although black and
of,
white photo इसको restoration करना.
Anyone there you know?
There's a couple of people I know. You know the guitarist. One of the guitarists is Krishnamurthi. Remember his son?
Okay.
He's
The guy
still-
was had a
Krishnamurthy is-
soccer accident. His son,
soccer.
poor
His
guy.
son, there's one of the
Yeah,
guitarists
he
is
got
there.
wheelchair bound, unfortunately.
There's a couple of there's another guitarist I think is in Canada.
Mm.
Yeah, and obviously in
And there's your father there
my dad
playing the bongo. That's
आपका
where he's
पिताजी है?
inherited.
That's why you inherited the beat.
My dad's
Okay.
playing bongo there.
The rhythmist.
Yeah.
3
Music
guitar,
in the family.
probably one bass, 1 rhythm, and 1 lead.
A lead. Yeah.
लगता है.
Hope so. Hope so.
So I went into my archives and got
Those
this photo.
guitars will be worth a lot of
चोरी
money.
करके लाया.
नहीं मंगा है बोले निकालना photo.
As I said, it will be worth a lot of money.
It
Guitars.
is.
Vintage.
Yeah, the drum set. I mean, my mama used to have that drum set.
Is
कौन
he the
brand
one
है?
playing there?
कौन सा brand है?
It's
Pearl.
see.
can't see.
Oh, I thought maybe you knew.
नहीं दिखाए हैं. I'll see.
You
It's
can see
very
the name
faint.
there. He still actually had the old drum set in his house. Yeah.
आजकल तो बहुत निकल गए ना. Zildjian and
पैऊ तो वो है.
So
Back in memory lane.
back in memory lane.
Wonderful,
So
okay.
Fiji now used to have live bands before.
Yeah, a lot of talents out there in Fiji. जैसे कि मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ, do come forward. और इसमें से कोई जिंदा है तो they can contact us.
send us some music that they played.
कुछ photos
recordings होंगे. Old
Yeah,
recordings.
so there is a lot of there's couple of recordings in FBC actually, Empire Boys. My mama, Baba Chandra, has got some recording there as well.
Baba
Is he
V.
still
Chandra, he
alive?
was a singer.
No, he's now.
Singer tha na?
Yeah, he was a singer. He was singing it.
I remember 70s में we heard his songs on radio.
Yeah. He recorded
स्थानीय संगीत
Staniya Kalakar. Yeah.
और कलाकार में हाँ.
He's done a couple of songs actually. Recorded a couple of songs.
Yeah,
Kishore
these
songs.
people have actually.
You know, Staff.
old,
Staff used to be the drummer of Empire All Boys.
And these people have all, learned, I think, at some stage from Indian Cultural Center. Would that
Some
be correct?
of them who formally learned, but a lot of them self-taught.
Self-taught. Well, just listen to the
Just
music.
listening.
Yeah,
Self-taught.
self-taught. There's no like us. I mean, just listen to the song and start singing.
And learn to play guitar by just watching and by some small tutoring.
Yeah.
Positive effort लगाते थे ना. Indian Cultural Center was teaching formal music and dance, Kathak, Bharatnatyam, tabla, dholak.
So what's happening to the tabla classes, Doc? नहीं table नहीं आया अभी.
We will start next week. We'll
Tibil,
do it
tibil,
properly.
tibil.
We'll do
Tibil,
it
yes.
properly in 5 minutes per class. Definitely next week से शुरू करेंगे.
Well, yes, we'll talk about it. How we're going to, do
We'll
it.
cover the history first, 5 minutes. फिर the alphabets of
5 minutes
tabla.
history.
History.
Okay.
5 minutes में 4 lessons में most people should be able to know what it's all about. Alphabets and
जो
the
तबला
taals.
सीखना चाहते हैं, I suppose.
जो interested है बीट में ना, कोई भी जो रिदम बजाता है, ढोलक भी,
Yeah.
जैसे अभी ये गाना लगा था उसको रूपक ताल बोलते हैं ना. कई लोग शायद they didn't know ताल का नाम क्या है, कैसे बजता है, उसका बीट क्या, उसके अल्फाबेट्स क्या है. So it helps people to understand the language. जैसे हम हिंदी बात करते हैं, कुछ लोग हिंदी लिखने नहीं जानते और पढ़ने नहीं जानते, लेकिन हिंदी बोलते हैं. If you can read and write, it's better.
Talking about tabla, do you think the tabla instrument itself is slowly dying? Like the utilization of tabla?
In Western music, yes, because you're getting modern rhythms.
But I thought Western music में these guys are using tabla.
Classical music में, जैसे इंडिया में है, tabla is still alive in ghazal, in Sufi singing, in qawwalis.
I mean, Indian music, like classical music, they're still available. I mean,
थोड़ा
even,
fusion कर दी ने आजकल आप
काफी
notice
fusion
so
हो
the
गया है.
instruments don't die out ना.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bongo I think phased out हुई है. You can't see bongo unless कहीं महफिल बैठे तो सब individual bongos लेके आ गए.
Yeah, bongo still. I mean,
Even drums,
three-piece is getting out of the
Yeah,
market as
totally
well.
out.
Electronic आ गया ना, you got an octopad.
Octopad, yeah.
Tumba भी आ गया.
You got your drums, say the Roland, क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
Yes.
Pads, na? But the tabla learning for beats for classical music is still quite dholak and tabla. It's still there.
Because I've seen in some shows there's electronic pads hai. They play like a tabla, but it's electronic pads.
But you still have to learn the
beats.
the matra and the beats and the rhythm and the lay, the speed and the actual tal, na? जैसे कोई बोलते कि भाई 3 ताल बजा दो.
Because काफी की बकरी बज गई ना. चमड़ा इस्तेमाल the pads.
थ्रो कर दे.
वेलम यूज करते हैं, artificial
तो लोग
skin.
जब पेड यूज करे तो उसके खतरों लोग बकरी मरी है ना. समझा ना, ढोलक वोलक से आज का रिप्लेस हो लगा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स.
Yeah, and the big drums are artificial skin, vellum use करते हैं, it's synthetic ना. But they still need to know that as a drummer, if you take some classes, they'll teach you the actual rhythmic pattern. So you still need to play that other, even if you're playing it on the electronic pad, you have to have the knowledge of
beat का.
कितना मात्रा है and कहाँ पर stop होगा, कहाँ पर रेला बजता है वगैरह.
But I still prefer like the 3 pieces, the tumbas and all that.
I think when you're sitting with a few friends, like jamming session में वो चलेगा तो beat के लिए ना, because instrument wise तो bongo wise लेके आप 2-3 दोस्त के साथ, say for example here you can sit with it and play.
Yeah.
But as far as the full band आजकल तो मुश्किल हो गया ना. You don't usually see them playing these days in a full troop.
But जितने पुराने 60s, 70s, 80s के हैं, उसमें ढोलक तबला बजता है, so pieces रहता है ना.
I think our friend VTC, no, he still utilizes the bongo and all that.
Yeah,
he's got a little bongo there, something.
Yeah.
And dholak, of course. Dholak doesn't normally require amplification, whereas tabla, to be heard properly, usually requires microphones in a live show.
Unless you're sitting in a small place.
But I think the beat is more better with all these instruments. I mean, now the modern beats basically.
Latest trend,
latest,
na?
yeah,
Sounds a little bit better. You can tweak and tune it. You can't go out of tal. It's much better. Well, that's nice. Thank you for bringing in the photo and keeping us entertained with all the नाम सुनता था पहले हमेशा कि Empire Old Boys. This was before my time.
Yes.
I've known other people.
Just a quick shortly about electronic music. हमारे classical music में Northern Indian में कुछ ताल्स है जो मेरे ख्याल से हम program नहीं कर सकते into machines because they are not equal. मान लो रूपक है, झप ताल और एक ताल है, हाफ मात्रा है, तो मैंने ट्राई किया है on Elysis. Because वो हाफ बीट में जाता है, वो कट जाता है.
No, you can't. You can. There are drum machines out there. There are rhythm machines where you can time signature है ना?
हाँ, time signature. मान लो रूपक ताल 7 मात्रा के. It's very hard to program.
You can
do it?
program it. You have to be a good programmer to program it because उसमें क्या है? It's all buttons now.
Okay.
You don't have to play it. You just have to listen to it and just press the button.
Hit the button. Find it.
It'll come up there. और computer का ज़माना आजकल आ गया. You can actually use your mouse and do it. Well, that's wonderful. आइए हम जब local talents की बात होती है, there's a lot of talents out here in Fiji, and Indian Cultural Center in Fiji has been really helpful in donating some instruments out there, and बरकरार रख रहे हैं ये लोग. I've got a video of Mr. Damodar Reddy. You might know Mr. Damodar Reddy, who is actually a musician from Fiji as well.
He lives in Sydney.
Yes.
In Glendenning.
He had a little bit of jamming with some friends here. Let's play the video. Wonderful.
It's very nice rendition.
Nice. A bit fast, I thought. I thought उसका लय जो था speed, but then in live singing it can be a bit fast.
It's nicer when you have a little baytek like this. I
believe this video is a bit older, dated. Few years old?
No, it's not few years old. No,
6
it's not
months,
that
1
old.
year? Okay.
That's not that. It was within, I think it was last month or 2 months ago.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes, it's not that old.
Very good, very good.
Yes,
Very nice.
and इस तरह
Good
की
rhythm.
बैठक यहाँ पर भी
Good
होती है,
rhythm.
ये आपके देश में होती है. You guys are sitting down having a jam. Please do send us videos like this ताकि हम दुनिया में लोगों को दिखा सके
दिखा सके और बजा सकते
और
हैं.
दिखलाएंगे. जी.
और वो बीट जो था वो कहरवा था, 8 बीट का. One of the standard rhythmic romantic taals ना. बहुत किस्म के कहरवा होते हैं, dozens.
I think Sunday used to be our practice day before. I remember Sundays we jam it from 2 o'clock.
Yes.
We used to. I mean, every Sunday we used to, music.
the way
It was
to
our-
do it.
Sunday is music day. आज भी music हो रहा है. We are doing music here,
yeah.
singing and.
So, yes, we used to do every Sundays. We used to go at 2 o'clock.
I think ये जब मैं देख रहा हूँ हारमोनिया देख के मुझे ऐसा लगता है I want to learn how to play harmonia now.
You play keyboards?
But harmonia I think is a different ball game now.
It's the same reeds. I mean, it's just.
बजाते रहे संग से coordination है. I'm a left-handed person.
Okay.
But
That's
yeah,
where the problem
use your
is.
left and use your right for the.
No, I can't do this. I'm a left-handed but I can't play with this. I can't. I have to play like this. काफी लोग हैरान हो जाते हैं.
Classical music के लिए you need to know harmonium. So maybe we can start fundraising for a harmonia for FIT. Same as तबला ना, देखो वहाँ पे उसमें drum नहीं लगता ना. You have to have ढोल and
They had a naal, she had a naal and a tabla. Very good combination of naal and tabla there.
You need to practice. As we know, we all need to practice almost daily.
काम काज घर exercise ये वो खाना पकाना. It's so difficult to fit in things these days, isn't it?
7 days is not enough. You have to have a 10-day week.
तब वो कमती पड़ जी हम लोग के. तब वो भी कमती पड़ जी. ऐसे नहीं है कि उन लोग की जी 5 day काम करके जी 2.5 day कर दो. Same तलब मिले.
हारमोनियम के एक disadvantage भी है कि you can do a scale changer. So basically within the same saptak or octave of 8 notes, you can usually play quite a lot of songs just by changing the pitch. Keyboard में you can too, you can transpose it,
Yes,
but
you can.
generally we follow the progression of the chord. Yeah, and sometimes you can go to all 3 octaves in the keyboard, whereas in the harmonium में खाली usually 3 saptak होते हैं. 3
इतना बड़ा नहीं
octaves,
carry करने
and
के लिए.
so you need to change that. So sort of in a form, musically speaking, it's a form of cheating, if you want to call it, in inverted commas, कि आप वहीं पर गा सकते हैं ना. So that is why if you once learned some rags and all that, one can render quite a lot of songs.
Which one do you think, when you have seen people playing harmonia, which is a very common brand?
बहुत है. बीना रीड है.
Bina is a common.
Lahore is the other one, right?
लाहौर फ्लूट है.
Lahore flute is the other one.
I've seen Bina, जहाँ पे people play. I see Bina.
Paul and Company.
I haven't seen Paul and Company.
मेरे पास DS राम सिंह का एक नॉन स्केल चेंज है. रफ़ी जी वो ब्रांड बजाया करते थे अक्सर.
चलो इधर उधर कहीं अगर तुमने दिखाएगी अगर इधर उधर कहीं पड़ा है हारमोनियम तो लेके आना, थोड़ा हाथ फेरेगा उसमें, है ना. इधर उधर कहीं अगर कहीं पड़ा है तो
I started learning it and then as you said,
बस तुम गिव अप कर दिया.
give up कर दिया.
एक बात ख्याल
Give in
रखिए
करो.
कि हारमोनियम एक रीड इंस्ट्रूमेंट है. उसको खोलेंगे, उसके अंदर ब्रास रीड्स, अक्सर जर्मन रीड्स, तो जो बेलोज हवा भरता है हम जब दबाते हैं वो हवा को रिलीज करता है. दैट्स हाउ दैट नोट इज मेड. सो इट इज अ रीड.
इसके हिस्ट्री में खोल के देखे भी जाए इस पहले ना.
Oh, so if you open it up,
people fix the reeds. I
Fix
mean,
the reeds,
if sometimes the dust goes in there. You got to
very-
open the reed up and clean the dust and put the reed back.
रेड्डी साहब इंस्ट्रूमेंट रिपेयर भी करते हैं, मास्टर.
Okay.
he also maintains and repairs instruments. उसमें काफी माहिर है वो. Yes, and he does teach music too, by the way. He is a music teacher.
Now you guys don't see films much. Do you see films? मौका मिलता है.
Good ones.
I have given you some videos. देखा?
Seen
Musical show देखा?
that
तुमने भी
one.
कुछ दिया रहा देखा?
I've seen your movie.
Indian कचाई में बैठ के देखा.
Indian कचाई में बैठ के देखता
Your
है.
movie we watched.
हाँ. अच्छा, there is Jackie Shroff. Jackie Shroff के लड़का है इसका आजकल का.
Shroff is still acting.
हाँ,
Jackie Shroff is still acting.
Jackie Shroff is still acting.
Yes.
उसके लड़का एक्टिंग करे लगा है.
Okay.
And look at this. As I said, that is Jackie Stoff's son.
Very fit.
Very fit, of course.
That's actually not acting. He's actually doing it.
It's actually, no, this is a rehearsal.
I know what you mean, that he's actually acting for a movie, but I guess he will not be using a stuntman. He will actually be doing all those moves himself.
He has done stunts for his new film, yes. Hero Pante. It's not a bad film to watch, and I saw the film.
I mean, he could be doing stunt for others, but for his own movie, he's so fit and flexible.
तुम देखा movie?
Yeah.
Time निकाल इस movie देखेंगे.
हफ्ता में एक टाइम निकाल लेता है इंग्लिश या हिंदी मूवी. थोड़ा relaxation ना. Otherwise you've got the same issues, same
routine.
You need to break it apart. Otherwise there's no life.
साल भात हो जाए खाली ना.
खाली पैसा ना.
Entertainment is my game, so I'd like to be in entertainment to see what's happening out there. I've lost touch a little bit. तो मैंने बोला कि I have to keep. I love watching movies as well. Well, anyway, guys, I brought some gift for you guys, and hopefully you will like it. जैसे कि हमेशा मैं कहता हूँ कि I always bring gift. But कभी खोलना मत. This is for you, little man.
Fiji dance से लपटा.
Hold करो. Fiji dance नहीं. और तुम्हारे catch करे में तुम आगे 1 2 3 catch. अभी खोलना नहीं इसके. Fiji dance में नहीं है. अभी तुम wait करो. Hold करो. कर बंद करो. यहाँ पे सुना है.
Sydney times.
ऐसे करके पकड़ो. अच्छा अब तुम बता कि तुम guess करो कौन सी है तुम्हारे पास. पहले उसके.
कर ले.
अभी नहीं कर खोलो. Guess करो. ये बंद है.
Okay. It's a tube. ट्यूब की तरह है.
हमें एक गेस तुम लोग के कली देगा.
हां इट्स लाइक
कली एक गेस देगा. कली एक.
इट्स लाइक अ ट्यूब. कर होए बहुत.
बस ओके बस. तुम एक बस एक के खाली बता रहा. एक के गेस रहा.
गन्ना.
नहीं ओनली वन गेस आ गई.
डंडा है.
वेट करो. तुम
जान गया.
तुम बताओ.
डंडा है गुल्ली है. गुल्ली डंडा.
पकड़ लीजिए आई. तुम कैसे पकड़ा? हैं? कैसे पकड़ा? अपन ने
डंडा. नहीं हम डंडा रखा है.
आई मीन टू से अपन पार्सल जाएगी.
ट्यूब.
I guess तुम्हारा डंडा है.
खोलो. Open it.
This is gulli because we were talking about gulli danda, the other day.
It can't be Christmas. It's too early.
See, I need danda. This is gulli.
आम के लकड़ी लगे.
नहीं आम के लकड़ी यार. पाक में जो करता रहा हम. देखा हम ला रहे. ये ले ली हम लकड़ी.
I think that's arm you got in your hand.
तुम्हारे हाथ में जब वो आम है तो तुम्हारे हाथ में कौन सी है?
ये तो आम नहीं है.
ऊपर करो तो कैमरा में दिखाई.
प्लम या पीच की लकड़ी है.
पता नहीं. पाक में पड़ा रहा. Boy, do you remember this?
Yeah, we used
Gulli
to play.
danda.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still play it in India. Do they still play it in India?
Gilli danda.
Fiji में I have to go and find out कि I'm pretty sure गांव में ये होता है अभी भी. गिल्ली डंडा का गेम. Do you remember playing it?
गिल्ली डंडा में धरती में ग्राउंड में एक होल होता है. उसमें वो
you got to put it
गुल्ली गिल्ली रखते हैं. फिर ये लकड़ी लगाकर
hole
like this.
गिल्ली.
हाँ and फिर उसमें वो डंडा लगाकर फ्लिक करते हैं.
फ्लिक.
अगर कैच कर लिया तो आप आउट हो गए.
कैच इज आउट.
छोटा लगा आउट.
Or one time up,
तो
swing. This is from where I think cricket came through.
Could be.
But the thing is कि
baseball.
अच्छा जब मार दे I've lost my memory into that. जब मार दे गिल्ली ऐसी जगह मार दे so they can't catch. जब नीचे गिरे तो फिर गिल्ली नीचे रखे पड़े ना. नहीं डंडा नीचे.
Then you have to count.
हाँ.
So the length of that will be 1.
तुम्हारा पॉइंट कितना है? 1. गड्ढा के सेंटर में से ये 1 है. फिर ये 2 है. जहाँ पर गिल्ली गिरा.
जहाँ तक गिरा था.
So you have to hit as far away as possible.
हाँ तो हिट करला भी तो सेक्शन है इसमें ना. पहले गिल्ली उड़ाओ.
हाँ.
फिर गिल्ली टॉस करी.
If it's in the air.
नहीं वेट करो. गिल्ली टॉस करी.
करेक्ट.
हाँ.
वेट करो.
गो बाय.
प्रोसीजर.
बताइए.
वेट करो.
हाँ बताओ.
तुम बताओ.
अच्छा
पहले गिल्ली फेंकते हैं.
नहीं
हिट.
हाँ तुम आगे.
राइट.
फेस
थिंग है.
गिल्ली
उठाओ. Right? If somebody catches it, you're out.
Flick in the air, जैसे क्रिकेट में.
बिल्कुल.
Out.
Then it lands somewhere, right? If it lands, then somebody has to throw.
Back to the hole.
And then you got to hit it. Let's say.
Okay.
If you hit, if in a hit, if somebody catches you out again. And then where it falls, once if in गिनो.
तब ऐसे करके गिनो. भुला गया bro.
एक और पॉइंट है.
हाँ.
अगर उसने फेंका और तुमने हिट नहीं किया और वो गड्ढा में
आ गया
और होल से कमती है स्टिक से कमती जगह पे है you're out.
नहीं जब तुम हिट करा अगर वो गिर गए मिस हो गए तो तुम्हें अपन डंडा नीचे रखे पड़ी. Then they will toss the gilli and hit the danda and you are out. Remember?
This way ना.
भाई तुम लोग भूल गया भाई.
So you have to put it in the hole.
You have to put it down.
Okay.
हाँ मिस कर दिया
जब मारा नहीं था।
someone can correct us if they are actually watching
अपना
this.
तलवार रख दो, you surrendered.
You surrender,
You have
तो
to put it in
डंडा
the house.
इला गिल्ली लेके you hit the डंडा, अब मिस भी हो जाए, ऐसे करके hit and you're out. ए आउट हो गए बोले ना।
Okay.
Man,
Just like that.
I remember this long time ago. तुम लोग भी भूल गए। अच्छा, किनारे रख दो। उसके बहुत इस्तेमाल होता है गेम में, झगड़ा होता है। नहीं, बहुत इस्तेमाल होता है इसका, और झगड़ा भी लोग करते हैं। एंड ऑक्यूपेशनल हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी की इश्यूज अगर आजकल
आँखी में लगे बोला जाता था ना, इट्स अ डेंजरस गेम।
यस,
नहीं, बिकॉज फिजी में रहना तो कोई ऐसे बिक के मारे ना, बोले ऐसे नहीं बिकना।
अगर यहाँ खेलना है तो मेक श्योर गॉगल्स लगा लेना भैया लोगन।
यहाँ तो अलाउड नहीं खेलेंगे, बिकॉज द मिनट you know your parents
I think this is where
occupational health and safety
from this game, I think that's where baseball came from.
possible. इसका हिस्ट्री देखेंगे कितना पुराना है ये, कितना पुरानी है गिल्ली डंडा।
We don't know, I don't know. It's definitely probably started from India. Would have to, because I haven't seen any Western people playing it.
गिल्ली डंडा
कैसे लगा तुम लोग के गिफ्ट?
नाइस।
लगा तो नहीं है, बाद में लगी।
एक्टिव है थोड़ा, जा खेलेंगे ना, प्रैक्टिस करेंगे।
That was gilli danda to, did a bit of gilli danda here. We haven't played because the studio is quite small.
फिजी में गुल्ली बोलते हैं ना।
Gilli.
इंडिया में गिल्ली।
प्रॉपर नेम इज गिल्ली आई थिंक।
Gilli
डंडा।
Gilli and danda.
हाँ, जैसे
कुछ करेक्ट नहीं रे,
शुगर केन के गुल्ली रे बोले ना, जहाँ जॉइंट रहे ना, गिल्ली जॉइंट।
Well, that's gilli danda.
But
say Rim Jim. Which film is it from? Do you
Manish
know?
Kumar.
Remember?
Manish Kumar ki movie.
I haven't seen any old films, so so I wouldn't know.
Would have been a 70s or earlier. Has to be.
वो कौन थी ये?
वो कौन थी film?
अच्छा अभी हम अंकल गूगल से पूछेगा. Guys, World Cup soccer is on.
Yes.
And I have been closely watching that ball, as you have said. This is the Nakli one. You have to donate one. Remember that? For
This
the
is
Fenka.
a replica. It's called the Brazuca.
Yes.
And it is match ball replica for this year's World Cup in Brazil.
Yep. And World Cup jari hai. We are into the
Semis now.
semis. And look, have you seen last week's game?
Yeah.
जो within the game चला था.
Yeah.
Brazil too.
Actually, last night I was watching the replays. Brazil and Colombia.
I guess Brazil missed a lot of chances.
Oh yeah.
They are missing a lot of chances.
But it's a good team. I mean, but I don't know if they will actually be able to beat Germany.
I was thinking कि जो game was between France and
Germany.
Germany. It was a good game.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a very hot day, and I mean, what is the way the Germans played in that game? They did a lot of running, and they were still fit.
Reminded us of the 60s and 70s golden era of England and Germany.
Yeah.
And Argentina
Fitness.
and Switzerland was a wonderful game to watch. But it extra time में जाके Argentina goal पे ले से.
Lucky.
Very lucky, and Swedish gave him a good battle.
Run for their money.
Good run for their money. It was a really good game. And some of the games are coming really good.
So we're up to the semis now?
Yes, we are actually up to the semis.
Yeah, we are to the
Swift?
semis. I think there is now.
First semis when?
First semi is Brazil, and I think Brazil's playing
Brazil's playing here.
Germany.
This will be very interesting. How many European and how
Two
many
each.
American?
Two European and two
So
South
it'll be
American.
Very interesting battle. Not just for
Semi-final
the
में
World
है,
Cup.
Brazil plays Germany and the Netherlands plays
Argentina.
So one will has to go. One African,
But-
one team has to go.
But a couple of years match, I still
American, not
remember
African.
Brazil and Germany semi-final when Brazil lost. So that is again, and Brazil,
That's my worry.
Germany is fit.
As I predicted, I think Brazil may have to bow out at the
This
semis.
one?
We'll see.
We'll see.
I think they'll go all the way.
We
They'll
think
be
so.
in the final.
You think
They'll be
so?
Germany. They'll be Germany.
But okay,
Because
I'll
the
write this
problem
prediction
is
down until next week.
Okay.
I'll write this prediction down. तो नहीं सको तुम लोग बोले कि हाँ हम बोला रहा. What is your prediction? अभी देखो semi-final में है. We've got Brazil playing against Germany.
Semi-final?
Yeah, semi-final.
I predict Germany will beat Brazil. Very close game. Shootout, penalty, or 2-1.
You predict?
Germany.
Because Brazil has not been finishing.
Jit, what do you predict?
Predict Brazil to
Brazil?
beat. Brazil to beat.
And the other semi?
The other semi is Argentina versus
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
That's a tough one.
I think Argentina will be out.
Yeah.
The way Netherlands playing,
So Doc,
Very close.
you going for Netherlands in that
I think
one?
Netherlands will
And Jit,
comfortably beat
what are you going for?
Argentina. Netherlands.
What do you think?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Okay.
As long as there's no more hand of God.
Yes. Hand of God. Okay,
But
I'm going to twist things around.
Maradona.
I'm going to twist things around here just for argument's sake. I'm going to go for Argentina.
The
Because
stripes.
after watching today's game, Netherlands playing against a South American team, which was Costa Rica. They played really well.
Polish soccer.
Polish soccer, A-class game. But I'm going to go on with the Argentina in this one and Germany in this one. Has to be in the final. Brazil, yes, I would love Brazil to win, but for some reason, I don't know. I mean, it just seem they will have a no mentality. If they win, good luck to them. But for some reason, I think they got a bit of bad luck.
It'd be nice to see Brazil playing the final.
Because they have
actually.
won a lot of
6 World Cups.
गोल पोस्ट पे कोई जना जादू करता होगा गोल पोस्ट बांधा होगा
Nah.
नहीं बांधी से
Kagdi na po kafi mahanga
But
hai.
did you see the free kick? The guy took the free kick for Brazil. Did you see the free kick from 40 yards? Jeez, that was the second goal. That was a classic.
आजकल 40 यार्ड से बहुत कम थी जने score kar pawe, you know.
But you see
It'll
the
be
free kick?
interesting to see
Replay
Brazil
it.
and Argentina
Wow.
in,
I didn't watch
in
live.
final. But if Brazil wins, it's a home ground, you know. But for some reason, they are young players, but I don't know. There's a bit of a trick.
So
there.
you got 2 South American teams and you got 2 European teams, right? So it's got to be a final between a European and a South American.
Battle royale rahega.
And I was watching the game of Costa Rica and Netherlands today. The coach is so smart. After 90 minutes, extra time, hey, you know what he did? I was just watching him. He changed the goalkeeper.
Replacement.
Goalkeeper
Sub
replaced him.
karis.
Yes.
I didn't watch the match.
Just about 2 minutes into the end of the extra time, goalkeeper changed. Obviously, playing penalty kicks.
Yeah.
He changed the goalkeeper.
So you got
Because
the
he's
You
fresh.
expect
He's
nothing.
fresh.
हाँ,
fresh.
and see psychologically players लोग तो दम पूरा हल्ला बंद रहा होगा ना, you know, opposition party के.
हैरान.
And then all of a sudden he just changed it. Everybody see, अरे ये तो goalkeeper change कर दी से, कि goal नहीं पिल जाए. But you know he saved the penalty and he became the hero. Netherlands के लिए.
He must have known कि penalty shootout में एक goalkeeper ज़्यादा
वो
से माहिर है.
थक गए है, गिरी से, जम करी से, energy level और कम नहीं रही जाए ना.
Reflex.
90 plus, yeah, another, you know. So he
Another
changed.
30 minutes.
And that
15
was
minutes side.
a good
Oh,
trick.
okay.
That was a good trick. I
And
think.
legal. You're allowed to do that.
और कीपा कौन सी की तरह जितना जन पेनल्टी की इसलिए लोग लगे जाए बात करे लगे तो अपने बात करे लोग से जिसे इमिटेट करे लोग के तंग करे ना लाइक जिसे तंग करे कि they make mistake or something, but he saved a goal. Set a goal. So that's it, guys.
Psychological warfare भी जारी रहता है.
Psychological warfare is jari. Okay, so let's get ahead and we'll come back to Fiji politics and news soon. Let's listen to another song from one of our performers. तो नहीं है कह
Local?
सकते, not local. You could say they're not Bollywood singers. देख ली, please सुन लीजिए.
Hey guys, so today the song I'm going to be singing is called Eye to Eye. I'm joking, I'm only joking. The real song I'm going to be singing today is called Sun Raha Hai Tu from Ashiki 2, and I hope you enjoy it.
Ai
really enjoyed that. And before I go, I'd like to say a special thanks to the person who sent me this track, because I was trying to look for the female version and I couldn't find it. But thanks to you, I got the track and I was able to do a cover of it. So thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Got a cover of
that's
that.
English.
Yes.
Yes, Pommy.
Yes, Pommy.
It's Pommy.
Yes.
English. They don't like being called Pommies. English Indian from England, right?
Thanks for the thanks.
Right, Queen's English.
Yeah.
I like the microphone.
That was a niche from
Anish?
UK. Niche.
Oh, Niche, yeah.
Niche.
Nice microphone. It's amazing. People can sit in their living room,
And
relax,
enjoy.
no stress, and enjoy and entertain us and others.
Nicely sung. She's got a very good voice as well, and let's hope, she can
Very
do
relaxed
some
and
shows.
confident.
You've got a nice voice, eh? Nice voice.
Nice
You've got a
voice. Voice भी है, voice भी
Voice.
है.
You've got
That's
a nice-
comfortable singing, good tone.
Yep. Okay, let's move ahead. आइए समाचारों का सरदार की ओर हम चलते हैं और समाचारों का सरदार कितने आदमी
ओलियस जी 4-7 आदमी थे।
3 आदमी थे।
मुझको लगता है एक आदमी निकल गया, अभी जल्दी निकाल दिया गया है पॉलिटिक्स में। वो गया,
ठाकुर तो गया।
ठाकुर गया। ब्रेकिंग न्यूज़।
सोचो मर गया। अच्छा ठीक है, डॉक्टर साहब आपने कहा या महेंद्र चौधरी उनके ऊपर जो इल्ज़ाम लगाया गया था, वो फिलहाल उन्होंने अपना जो फाइन है फिजियन $2 मिलियन अपना फाइन हाई कोर्ट को पे कर दिया है, और उसको बताया गया है कि आने वाले जो इलेक्शन है उसमें वो उम्मीदवारी नहीं कर सकते हैं।
Because he has a conviction.
He has a
तो
conviction.
उसको बताया गया है कि जो पैसा था भर दो और जितना पैसा और भर दो।
So he's paid $2 million Fijian
About
dollars as his fine.
1.6 Australian dollars.
Wasn't he supposed to enclose everything which is overseas dollars में था?
Yeah, he disclosed he had 1.5 million Australian dollars sitting in the banks over in Australia.
Okay.
So we don't know how much more funds he's got outside of Australia. So he's happily paid the $2 million Fijian dollars fine.
Well,
And
that's a good thing to do. Abide by the law, which is good. Good
We
citizen.
hope everybody else does.
because his appeal to High Court was rejected. So that's
In
why he
what
paid the
sense?
fine.
पैसा के बारे में.
Or go and serve a 18-month jail sentence. So he opted to pay the
So he's out of the election.
Yeah,
basically.
but his party is still there, so they have to nominate a leader now to run for the 200
Any names?
2014.
Any hints? Any little birds?
No, we haven't heard anything yet. So as anything comes through, we'll tell
Keep
you.
you posted,
Yeah.
guys.
और साथ साथ में देखा जाए फिजी का जो एयरलाइन है
Fiji Airways?
Air, उन्होंने अपने एक पायलट को सस्पेंड कर दिया है क्योंकि उन्होंने मार्च में एक बहुत ही हार्ड लैंडिंग सिडनी एयरपोर्ट पर किया था एयरबस।
Yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah,
What's the
and
name of the pilot?
They haven't disclosed the name of the pilot, so they have suspended one of the pilots who did a hard landing in Sydney
What was the
airport.
aircraft? Jumbo
No, it
A380?
was the Airbus, the new Airbus.
Okay.
See what happens is, remember when they
You
just
did-
dropped the plane
You
on
did
the
say,
surface?
you mentioned that
Yeah.
on the tarmac.
All not tarmacs.
Yeah, we don't have many high-level pilots in Fiji. Yeah, I know 3 of them personally. एक हमारा Fijian भाई and 2 Indians. But of course, we can't drop names or who they are at this stage because it would be
Security
unprofessional.
reasons. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, what they're doing, trying to streamline all the pilots in Fiji as well, because hard landing does a lot of damage to the aircraft, and being a new aircraft, the Airbus, just take the delivery of the new
The
Airbus.
nuts and bolts. Not to mention the psychological trauma to the patient.
To the
passengers.
patients, the passengers.
I think more of the psychological, it's the actual health issue over there. Because a certain jerk or a certain friction because your seat belt
Spine.
your spine damage.
Yeah.
Very
And when
risky.
you have a whiplash, अगर 300 passengers sue करे तो company बंद है जी ना.
Pretty much.
So airline is a secondary concern, I think.
Yeah.
Because
The airline, because the planes are insured anyway, so I mean that's
but
yeah,
the
that's
health
a
issue
secondary
is there.
thing,
But
as
of
I
course,
said.
you got the mechanical and the psychological. अच्छा, ठीक
But
है.
very interesting to see कि what his answer would be in respect to that. कि कहाँ hard landing करे से, was it due to winds or co-pilot or whatever?
Any professional, as we know, who carries out a misdemeanor is required to retrain. They are suspended, and whilst they're suspended, they're subjected to retraining, counselling, and sudharpan.
I mean, look at, the new aircraft. I mean, this Airbus is a new aircraft. It's fully equipped with autopilot. I mean, it will take off and land on its own. So I don't know why they had to
I
do
think
that.
landing, they take control of it. When it's landing. We'll ask our friend Ravi, the engineer.
Yeah.
When it's landing, they would have to take some sort of control. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm not a pilot.
So ये था दो समाचार और तीसरा समाचार ये है कि डेनरो आइलैंड में there is क्या बोलते हैं, they do fishing, right? तो pond fishing. They do pond
Aquaculture,
fishing. Artificial
aquaculture बोलते हैं. Prawns और मछली,
केकड़ा. So what happened is 7वीं बार वहाँ पर जितने भी pond में fish है उनको मार दिया गया.
Spear job?
No, not spear job.
Oh, poison.
So there's about $15,000 worth of damage to that industry, and this has happened 7 times now.
Did there
people go and fish over there?
No. See, what happens is they probably throw chemicals in there, pesticides and all that, and into the water, and then basically the fish dies.
So this is in a pond, not
It's
in
a
the
pond.
sea.
No.
Artificial.
Talao. There is in Denaro Island. There is.
I'm wondering whether it's sabotage. उसने जानबूझ कर किया कि leaching of chemicals from industrial waste.
It will probably be industrial waste rather than, I don't think anybody is that,
They should be able to analyze the water.
It's been investigated now. So
मछली और पानी को कि कौन सा chemical है और क्या करेंगे उसके बारे में.
बिल्कुल. और साथ साथ में देखा जाए टोंगा और फिजी के बीच में जो तनाव है, अभी फिलहाल एक नया टेंशन है. क्या टेंशन है? ये
रग्बी तो नहीं होगा?
नहीं, रग्बी नहीं है, बिल्कुल नहीं. मेरे ख्याल से ये जो मिनरल रीफ है, मिनर्वा रीफ, राइट, ठीक है. और मिनर्वा रीफ इज वेल नोन टू एवरीबॉडी. आई डोंट नो हिस्ट्री, आपको पता होगा हिस्ट्री. आई डोंट नो परम
वो एक माफू था.
Yeah,
they invaded Fiji actually.
In 1972, Tonga actually claimed the reef and declared it by King Taufa Ahau. Four, I think, as a Tongan
Taufa
island.
Ahau Tupo. I think he's deceased now.
Yeah. और वो reef में क्या है? There's a lot of minerals in there. And what they're saying is that what Tonga बोल रहे हैं, we will release this reef to you, provided you give us the Lau group.
Of islands.
Yeah, Lau group of islands.
क्योंकि लाउ ग्रुप में काफी टोंगन्स आए थे, and apparently लकेम्बा में अभी तक lot of buildings and structures are from Mafu's Tongan influence of building. उसका बुरे के shape वगैरह अलग सा है, not the Fiji style.
बोले हमारी जमीन हमको वापस करो.
Yeah, so Tonga actually had Lau group before.
Quickly, is Tonga population कैसे है? बड़ा है Fiji से?
नहीं, it's a kingdom.
It's a kingdom.
And it's very flat. I have been to Tonga. Nuku'alofa. I've been to Tonga. But only in the plane. वो जो Beck 11 चलता था ना. So I just walked around.
So it's not bigger than Fiji.
Oh, it's very
Pacific में वो हो तो Fiji जीत जाए.
It's actually smaller than half. Total area is smaller than half of Viti Levu, I think. Very small place, very flat. Palua है. Hardly any. I think the highest point is maybe less than 100 meters.
No, I think it's a state of New Zealand. I think it's part of New Zealand.
No, it still remains a kingdom.
Kingdom of Tonga.
Kingdom of Tonga.
Afu.
Cook Islands is part of protectorate of New Zealand.
So there's a tension there. So ये कह रहे हैं कि give us Lau group and then we'll give you your reef back, because they actually are the owners of the reef at the moment, and there's a lot of minerals in there. And
so barter system है.
Barter system.
There must be some sort of other country intervened in there to say कि there is mineral, because they don't have resources to prove कि there is minerals there.
And they know there is minerals. So but obviously somebody is on behind Tonga to say.
Big, yes.
Yeah. So obviously.
हमेशा ये होता है ना.
Big power will be there.
Let's hope कि there is no fight.
Yeah.
अच्छी तरह से सुलझ जाए, and then they can solve something.
और साथ में देखा election news. It's only 72 days left for election. 72 days and 18 hours if you take the 2 hours into consideration.
Program के बाद 17 hours हो जाएगा.
72 hours. और साथ में देखा जाए, there is a new candidate for Sodelpa party. His name is Williame Satola, and he's one of the ex-rugby players.
So that's
Social Democratic Liberal Party of Fiji, which is a rejuvenation of the SDL, I believe.
SDL party, basically.
Mr. Garas's party.
Oh, okay. ऐसे बात है. Now, anything else?
That's it.
Someone told me that the PM has had to declare his income.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, But you're saying something about that.
Yes, the Prime Minister has declared his income, and his net current sitting asset is $28,000.
That's all.
His asset is more than that, but uske haath mein jitna cash flow paisa, because he owes money to the bank. So I think he after paying everything, और जब बैंक लेके जाएगा उसमें सिर्फ 28,000 बचेगा. So basically his own asset.
The net proceeds is $28,000.
His
So he's got
salary
assets
is
and
over
liabilities.
150,000 per annum.
His salary is, yes,
SPM?
150,000 Fijian dollars, and Syed Qayyum's salary is 101 something thousand dollars. And incidentally, Syed Qayyum's got more money than PM. He's got $65,000.
As an Attorney General, is only making 100k Fijian,
101k. That was what being published.
which is about 58,000 Australian dollars.
No, it's US dollars.
Oh, US dollars.
It's US dollars.
So
So we're looking at US dollars.
So about 101,000.
Yes. So there's about $150,000 Australian. Somewhere around there, 140,000 Australian. So PM has declared, so he does have properties and everything's around, here and there, but he owes money to the bank. तो ब्याज काट के सूद समेत 28,000
ब्याज काट के interest जोड़ के ही हमने got
28,000.
Is he on a double dual salary, army and
No.
government?
He's just on one salary at the moment.
Because he resigned his.
Yes, he has resigned,
okay.
and is going around, promoting himself.
As full-on campaigning.
Full-on campaigning. So are other people.
We wish him all the best. Good luck.
Yeah.
Has there been a new party?
No, they rejected the
best.
new party.
Because I saw something around it, but they rejected it.
They rejected
Not enough
it.
votes.
No, not enough people. Not enough
5,000 signatures chahiye?
But I'm sure they would have gone with 5,000.
Yeah, but see, you have to have registered people, registered voters as your signers for the party, I think.
Oh, okay. We'll
They did have 5,589 signatories there.
Plus
Of that,
cut-off.
3,800 were legal signatures, and the rest weren't.
Plus cut-off date aa gaya hai na? There must have been a date by
Date
which.
for cut-off, yeah.
So they must have got
tha?
some signatures.
I think I covered that in my couple of news.
Oh, the
I'll
new
let you know
party.
next week.
Acha,
Yeah.
And what's happening with the independent candidate? Still only one?
Still only one, that lady there, which I told you about.
Yes,
so,
she got some
yeah.
threats.
Yeah.
Interesting developments in Fiji as we are proceeding. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are voting, do vote whoever you think should be in power. And I think us people that are living in overseas, how much do we care of this country? It's an individual thought, I suppose.
Yeah.
And as long as the country is nice and peaceful to live in, for us to go and spend our holidays over there.
And there's justice and freedom and fair play.
And Bhavishya mein, we don't know. We might go and reside over there and enjoy our
Retirement.
If we have any retirement left over, if we are alive, then we'll probably like to go and live in a
Doc,
warmer
you're voting
climate.
in this election, aren't you?
Doc ne maange bata hai. He's waiting for independent.
Yes. Because I still hold my...
Due date abhi baki hai na.
So you still have a dual citizenship? Jeez.
Chalak hai na.
Oh.
Fiji mein jaake business kar raha
Okay.
hai. He's waiting. He's also waiting to see if anything new develops, and hopefully.
We need a proper democratically run government, and appointments have to be fair and just.
I think the governments will be elected, and it will be elected democratically. But running that would probably be an issue like any other country.
Fiji is not used to democracy.
It's a very small
for 8
country.
years.
बहुत छोटा जगह है.
And the civil servant is strength. If there is no strong and fair civil service, the rest is
Taking into
struggle.
consideration the country hasn't got much,
Income.
Haini.
There's not much
There's
income
not
in
much
there.
producing. Sugarcane is also dying. People are moving out of the country.
Yeah, hang on. But Chinese people are coming with the rice.
Yeah, but what
Basra
happens
mein
when the
padha.
बाहर के देश से जब आते हैं तो stamp लगाते हैं ना. They always ये हिस्सा जैसे ना तुंगला बात होती है. वो दो ये ले जाओ.
they will siphon the
They're all
money
coming.
out.
They're all coming out.
Siphon निकालेंगे. जैसे वो movie में वो the actress siphoned the
Yes.
petrol out of the car.
Plus, it's in the center, no? It's in the tropics. It's in the center. It's
Hub.
neighboring countries in New Zealand, Australia, and around the other areas.
It's a hub of the Pacific.
Yes, and that's why our French government and all the other
And
governments
it's
do
less
want
than
to
4
keep a
hours
hold
away
of it.
from Australia and New Zealand.
Yes, base बनाने के लिए बहुत अच्छा है, especially in war. So,
True.
these are the things that I think we need to see what's happening as it develops. So whatever happens, hopefully Bhutan Roko is not. He's dead, no?
He died a long time. The man with the red tie. He's the leader
The man with
of
the red tie.
the Fiji National, the red bow tie, Fiji Nationalist Party. Is
His famous saying was, all Indians go back to India. Remember?
Yeah, he wanted to repatriate all the Indians.
But anyway, wherever he's
That was his thoughts.
His thoughts. I don't think is going to be replicated.
There were two firebrand politicians. One was Mr. Tora. I think he's still around.
Apsai Tora.
Apisai Tora Ji, Sahib, I think he's still alive. And they spoke the word, what they believed in, and Mr. Bhutan Roka as well. Whatever he said.
I think a lot will be learned because Sitiveni Rambuka has actually gone around giving some speeches and lectures, and he's said from his experience of the past two coups, he did two coups, no? He did two. He did two.
George Speight was maybe a coup.
So he's from his experience.
The fourth one is
from his experience. He said, look,
Bainimarama fourth, yes.
Yeah. So he's learning, and he's saying, looks from his experience, it's not good for the country. Because I remember still once that the Fijian dollar was very close to the US dollar.
It was on par.
On par.
Very strong.
And let's hope we get to the stage so we can enjoy the freedom when we do retire, if we retire.
Is Mr. Rambuka standing, by the way?
No, he's not. He's not.
Is he affiliated to any party? Or is he just waiting for things?
To some extent, he might be affiliated with Sodelpa. That's my guess, in my opinion.
Well, I suppose there would be some rules and regulations, no? So they should be following it. Hopefully they are following it. But voters are there. 45% Indian voters, I think. The country has got 45% Indians. 40.
Less than 50, yeah.
Yeah. See, what will happen what will happen with this election is like previously, Doc probably knows. I mean, there were
communal
voting system. Now is just one vote per one person. Basically, one vote. Only person can vote once. And one. So there's 600,000 people registered for voting. That's all they'll have. 600,000 votes.
That's a high percentage, 80%.
So they have 6,000 registered.
600,000? I don't have the registration. The last registration I saw was 5,650 odd.
500,000.
Yeah.
और याद रखना फिजी की population 1 million से ज़्यादा कभी हुआ नहीं है.
Because if you look at the people that are in the interiors, that Fijians, the natives that are in the interiors, there's probably some sort of population out there. And for them to vote, how would they be coming through voting system?
I mean, looking at the numbers, I mean, you've got 560,000. If the population is 900,000, then you can say 2/3 are registered, which are legible, and 1/3 would be just under 18,
but,
basically.
There's a little caveat there. There's a little exception.
Yeah.
That percentage includes people residing overseas.
Overseas as well.
Not local Fiji population. So it's sort of not a true figure.
Not a true figure.
Over the total percentage of people in Fiji.
So this is inclusive of
all the people in America, New Zealand, Australia. So it basically boosts the number up. If you total all the Fiji citizens who are overseas and in Fiji, the number could well be over 900,000.
Could be over 1 million, I think, if you look
possibly
at it. Easily between the countries like Australia, New Zealand, Canada, USA, UK, if you tell you all that up.
I think Australia is the most, Fiji Indians are based in Australia.
Dual citizens I'm talking about. PR or dual citizen.
Well, let's hope for the best and let's move ahead with the program. And thank you for your tips on what is happening around Fiji, keeping us entertained with media and
wrap up, all covered.
Wrap
up the political.
Yeah. Remember, 72 days and 18 hours. When we finish, it will be 16 hours.
Well, that's good news. Good news. Okay, let's move ahead. दूसरा वीडियो जो मैं play करता हूँ. This is a little bit of a jamming session. Alankar.
Yes.
Priyadarshini.
Darshan,
his name is Priyadarshi. Priyadarshi something, no?
Yeah.
He's actually jamming and with a guy who does a lot of guitars and videos on YouTube and Facebook. And it's a different side of
acoustic live.
No, just a little bit of a jamming.
Alankar.
Jamming session.
कुछ ना कहो कुछ भी ना कहो कितने गहरे रंग के शाम के रंग हैं झलके पर्वत पे उतरे बादल जैसे आंचल ढलके कितने गहरे रंग के शाम के रंग हैं झलके पर्वत पे उतरे बादल जैसे आंचल ढलके और इस पल में कोई नहीं है बस एक बस एक कुछ ना कहो कुछ भी ना कहो
Shan भी अच्छा लगा इसे.
No, no, he's saying really nice sentimental songs.
Yes,
Kumar Sanu.
Shanu's song?
This is one of the songs that he sang.
Yes,
nice,
music was by, guys?
R.D. Burman.
R.D. Burman.
It was his last music, huh?
Last movie.
He died actually after this
Really?
music. Yeah.
So it's
1942, a love story.
1942 love story.
20 years old, eh?
Hmm?
Yeah, he died around that.
He
He
died.
died in his 1990s.
2002 में? R.D. Burman?
No.
R.D. Burman
The
did
music was done before that.
Before
no?
that, क्या है ना, music
Produced,
done, हाँ, music are done.
कब देहांत हुआ R.D. का?
1994, I think.
No, he was 1971.
1994.
1994.
1994.
Yes, the movie
Right.
was actually for 1995-96
I thought-
1992.
movie. We went to see, remember? It was
Yes,
in Enmo.
1942, I Love
Wow.
Story.
1995, I think, the movie.
I'll tell you exactly, yeah.
94.
94 के movie है.
Nice rhythm there.
कहाँ पे देखा ना?
Enmo cinema.
Theatre, yes.
Mr. Dayalan gave us a ticket, you know.
Yes.
Good
Good film.
Vinod.
Chin
Vinod
chak
Viddu Chopra.
waltz beat.
Yeah.
Dadra Vilambit Dadra slow.
Huh?
Chin chak
Vilambit Dadra.
slow Dadra.
Vilambit slow.
धीरे control से बजाया जाता है.
That was nice actually. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Sang by
Good jamming.
Priyadarshi.
Back में कुछ guitar acoustic रहा, but we couldn't see the guitarist.
No, there's no guitar.
No, that's no guitar.
Okay.
It's on the
I
keyboard.
thought I heard some
keynote stuff.
chak going.
No,
back
that's
to
on the keyboard.
Yeah, the keyboard.
Program.
Okay. Right.
कैसे मिस करते हैं डॉक?
No, I thought I heard there was a bit of rhythm.
No.
आजकल कीबोर्ड गीटा भी बजा लगा.
अच्छा.
आवाज भी निकाले, सब चीज निकाले.
Voice
Keyboard.
Okay,
modulation.
let's
गीटा
move ahead
बजावे,
and
ड्रम्स बजावे, सब चीज बजाए
सब चीज
कीबोर्ड.
बजाए, खाली एक चीज नहीं बजा रहे
कर लुका रहे छोटे-छोटे आदमी लोग. Let's go ahead and move on.
Yes. Yes, it's time for health tips, and today I've got something on health tips, guys.
खाना के बारे में?
हैं?
खाना के बारे में कुछ?
Yes, खाना के बारे में it is very, very important.
क्योंकि भूख लगी है.
भूख लगी है, मुझे भी लगी. Jeet, I'll ask you, since you're not from a medical background, when you take a bite, एक bite लेते हैं, how many times do you chew it?
You should chew it 32 times, right?
मैं homework करके आया कि पढ़ तो नहीं रहे. What do you think, Dom?
Well,
It's
normally
about 2 dozen times.
most people 32 दांत है लोगन के.
Yeah,
एक गिनते जाके. I think we
You'll
just,
never be able to do
we
that.
don't.
You never-
We swallow it after maybe 6 to 10.
और तुम काफी
chews.
जल्दी है.
6 to 10, maybe 8 to
हमारा
10.
12 कभी 15 पहुंच जाए.
नकाई खाइयो तो थोड़ा ज्यादा करनी पड़े. But I think most people swallow the food, including me.
बकरी खाएगा.
हाँ, तो depends कितना चूरा है ना.
अच्छा, जिसके दांत नहीं हो कितना.
वो तो लीले बेचारे लोग हैं ना. They can't chew very well.
नहीं.
So let's not go there. Let's not go there. But
We will get there one day.
I think 10 to 12 you're right. I'm not sure.
No, you should be chewing about 2 dozen times.
हाँ, we used to be taught 30 times, but कौन करता है आजकल?
भोजन करने से पहले.
But pre-digested खाना आता है आजकल.
Yes. But still, people are eating healthy foods, and you must chew your food, because if you chew your food, जो vitamins और जो minerals उसमें से निकलती है, most of them can be absorbed by your mouth first. The first stage is there, because once it goes down to the bottom here, it all depends upon how good आपका small intestine or the digestive system is, then it is going to get absorbed. Otherwise, you miss on all the supplements. So the steps of food digestion today, उसका कुछ हम बता रहे हैं कि how the food is digested. सबसे पहले शुरू होता है मुंह से, मन के mouth से. जब you take a bite, you're supposed to chew. जैसे कि आपने कहा कि नहीं chew कर सकते, तो so they have to go into a.
हम खाना smell करते फिर भी saliva निकलते रहता है.
Yes, immediately. जैसे ही smell
The brain
करते
is
हैं, the
signaled.
aroma. Yes, and you'll have the saliva. So what the saliva does is actually moisturizes and tries to liquefies it and start breaking down the food properties. तो इस जरिए से जो भी कुछ अच्छे sugars है, it gets absorbed into your mouth. And as you said, कि those people that don't have, they have dentures or something, they're not going to eat kasigos.
They do, but they probably don't taste it as much.
Yeah.
And they can't chew. और saliva में एक enzyme इसको amylase बोलते हैं.
हाँ.
Before it gets into the stomach,
into the
it
stomach.
starts digesting the carbs
digesting
and
the
sugars.
starch, yes.
Amylase, exactly right.
And those who don't have that, they have dentures to chew. So there you go. Answer is
Food processor.
food processor.
नहीं, अच्छा कोई बात नहीं, आगे चलते हैं.
Let's hope we don't get to the food processor stage in our life. एंड उसके बाद में से चबाने के बाद चिविंग प्रोसेस छोटे छोटे जब हिस्सों में आप कर देते हैं तो फिर इट गोज टू द ओसोफेगस, हां डॉक, जो छोटा फूड पाइप होता है,
फूड पाइप,
घेंगा स्टमक, एंड आवर स्टमक इज लोकेटेड,
most people think it's in the middle, it's actually towards the left,
just a little bit toward the left,
same as, और वो the food pipe is behind the windpipe, ट्रकिया के पीछे.
That is why, you know, कभी-कभी जब ट्रकिया आगे है we choke.
If you take a big bite, लील नहीं पाते हैं, it pushes on the trachea.
So when you go like this, जब नीलते हैं तो it's supposed to move through, you know, muscle movement, peristalsis I believe it's called, through muscle movement the trachea moves forward and then
that's why if you are even hanging upside down, कुछ खाएंगे, it'll still go up. Because there's a wave of contraction, peristalsis, yeah, that's the correct word.
कुछ चीज़ करा जाता है,
वो मसल का contraction जो है,
हाँ इसे कौन चीज़ करा जाता है,
peristalsis.
Just reminded me, I saw something happening in Fiji, so I just remembered कि कैसे दूध है. So through the help of the you know, oesophagus, it goes to your stomach, which is located a little bit to your left. And stomach में यहाँ पर gastric juice इत्यादि break down of the fats and proteins into, you know, whatever जहाँ पर अगर आप, so if you chew it properly here in the mouth, then it goes to the stomach. It's much better because then it doesn't stay too long in your tummy, because it gets chewed up into small particles before it's broken down into another step which goes through further down the track. तो पेट में परेशानी के बाद यानी कि वहाँ पे जब juices निकलती हैं, जैसे कि gastric juices there, and what else is there? There's something else I'm missing here, doc. There's an enzyme which is released in the stomach. It's
acid बनाता, hydrochloric acid, इसलिए हमारा proteins को
pepsin. Yeah, pepsin is the enzyme which is used for.
उससे पहले pepsinogen है. Pepsinogen breaks into pepsin.
So जब आपके जो खाने आप खाते हैं छोटे-छोटे हिस्से में हो जाते हैं, पेट में जाके परेज जाते हैं, फिर वहाँ से
वो फूड प्रोसेस है.
Yes, food processing with juice mix करे पूरा ऐसे ना कुंजी प्लस की खिचड़ी बनाओ ना.
कुत्तों का स्टमक बहुत एसिड होता है, इसलिए वो हड्डी पसड़ी सब लील जाते हैं, पूरा उसको प्रोसेस कर देता है.
हम लोग के मालों से पूछे के पड़ी, मालों तो जिंदा ही नहीं भी.
वेरी एसिडिक स्टमक कुत्तों लोगों का बहुत स्ट्रांग है, कुछ भी डाइजेस्ट कर लेते हैं.
बाप रे बाप. So after it actually gets mixed up with all the enzymes and acids, you know, and breaks down proteins and fats and alcohol, of course, it goes into the small intestine, जहाँ पर गुफा है. गुफा के अंदर छोटे क्या है? कीड़े. What do you call them in English terms? We say villi. And हिंदुस्तानी में अगर उसको हम description दें तो it looks like जाल, you know, छोटे जेलीफिश की तरह होते हैं ना.
एक्चुअली कीड़ा भी होती है बैक्टीरिया, लेकिन जो विलाई है वो छोटा एक्सटेंशंस होते हैं.
एक्सटेंशन जैसे कि जेलीफिश का होता है ना.
That's to increase the surface area.
Yes.
तो उसी में कीड़ा घुसते हैं, डाइजेशन करते हैं ना.
And it is very
E. coli and other bugs.
So by the time the food reaches into small intestine, and if your small intestine is not in a good condition, खासतौर पर if you're high in antibiotics, you know, ज़्यादा antibiotics खाते, थोड़ा कुछ मूड पी रहा है आजकल में लोग कौन सी करें, antibiotics ले लो,
पेट झरे लगे.
So your small intestine contains all the good bacteria that's supposed to have, that actually, you know, helps with the further digestion of the food and breaking down of all the fibers and things that the body doesn't absorb, ताकि उसको अलग तरीका से बाहर निकालने का. So that's why you see जो बकरी, गाय and all these people that are, you know, निकाल के chew
the cud.
Chew.
गाय लोगों का 4 पेट होते हैं, हमारा खाली 2 है.
Exactly.
नहीं, हमारा 1 है, हमारा XP आला रखे रहते हैं.
So by the time it reaches to the small intestine, that is where it, you know, it gets absorbed to, you know, our small intestine. And of course with the help of liver, gallbladder and pancreas, our food is digested and broken down to small particles before it actually is absorbed into our bloodstream. So the liver is very important here. After that process, Dr. Mood का हिलाता तो ऐसे.
नहीं बोला, some people का liver जो damage हो जाता है,
yes,
they can't eat food. They are just feeling for a few people that we lost recently due to liver cancer, and that's why I was just saying, you know, it's so important to look after the liver.
It is one of the biggest organs after the skin, and it is so important to look after liver. Although a lot of people do drink alcohol, and that's where cirrhosis happens. And liver is one organ that actually rectifies, यानी कि सुधार कर सकता है. The cells have been made. It you know, repairs itself.
काट के निकाल देंगे फिर जम जाता है.
Yes.
Up to an
but
extent.
it has up to an extent, but it comes to a stage where it doesn't take it anymore.
Cirrhosis is a precondition for liver cancer, as we know.
So those who are on high alcohol, strong drinks, मारे हैं, I've seen people बोले double नीप चला बोले ना, that is like 40%. So that is quite alcohol है ना, it's then alcohol. 70% अमिताभ बच्चन के, तुम हमारे इसमें लात नहीं मारो प्लीज, पेट में हमारा.
ठीक है.
लीवर के बारे में तुम लोग बात करो. Okay, so how good is your liver? How good is your liver? Is your
Test, blood test करे से पता लगेगा.
Test करे से पता चलेगी if your liver is in good
LFTs,
condition. And you know, it has got many functions, you know, to break down your food as well as all other important vitamins and minerals के जरिए से तब जाके खून में all these things are, you know.
तत्व या पोषते सब. तत्व, minerals and Sanskrit.
रामायण पढ़ेगा ही. रामायण सम्मेलन में तुम जाता है काफी.
फिजी न्यूज.
फिजी तत्व पर पहुंच गए. अच्छा, फिर वहां से तत्व पर पहुंच गए तो फिर कौन सी करे? खून में जाए. Then it goes to all your cells and, you know, blood vessels through the help of the blood vessels.
खून मतलब
लहू पुकारेगा.
दो रंग.
So this is very important, and those food that is not digested और जो कचरा है passes through the large intestine, which is quite long, जैसे कि तुम बोला ना. Our small intestine is about 17 feet long. 17 feet roughly कितना होगा?
40 centimeters, 45 centimeters.
30 centimeters is a feet roughly.
5 meters. 5 meters.
What, 30 centimeters is a feet?
Sorry, 12 inch.
39.37 inches in a meter.
So that times that by...
Divide करेंगे? 5 meters.
काफी लंबा है ना. बकरी पुचौनी जन खाए काफी लंबा है ना. सोचो ना, पेट के भीतर रहे 17 things has to travel that way until lot of people say कि I am, you know, थोड़ा सा bloated है, आज गया नहीं है. So can you imagine 17 feet long के बाद में it comes to your colon.
उसमें और जोड़ेंगे. 17 से ज़्यादा होता है total. कितना होता है भाई? 32 altogether, I think.
And after that process, so
15. Then the
those people 15. They don't go to toilet regularly.
पखाना नहीं जा पाते.
पखाना नहीं जा पाते. So they're running, the bowel movement is not. So this is where exercise comes in very handy because of the muscles, the movements. It moves through those muscles and through the tubes before you are ready to go to the toilet. And pani is very important if you're eating. They say कि don't eat with food. खाने से पहले थोड़ा सा आपको पानी लेना चाहिए, लेकिन विदिन जब फूड लेते हैं you don't take water.
खाना अटके लगे तब?
खाना अटके लगे तो एक सिप पी लो बाबू.
दाल खाओ.
Because
तो रनी रही.
दाल, that's where the dal and the soup comes into it ना, संगे संगे परेज के. तो food is very important in your mouth is the first stage. अगर दांत नहीं है तो डेंटिस्ट को देखिए, एंड अगर डेंटिस्ट आपका दांत ठीक करता है तब जाके जो छोटे छोटे हिस्सों में आपकी जो विटामिन्स और मिनरल्स निकलती हैं, देन इट विल गेट एब्सॉर्ब. सो इफ यू थिंक ऑफ इट हाउ इंपॉर्टेंट डेंटिस्ट्री इज.
Look good, feel good and chew good.
This is very important part of the body too, the teeth.
Because that's where the food enters. And I often say to people, you know, like, बड़ा मुश्किल है यार खाना, बोले टिका ही नहीं है, दाल उतरे नहीं है. And how big is your taste bud?
Very small, microscopic size.
And taste bud की जरिए से, and then after that the damages it does, it goes down the track, you know. Big damage.
That's important. Tooth formation starts at 6 weeks after fertilization. 6 weeks में माइक्रोस्कोप में आप देख सकते हैं आफ्टर फर्टिलाइजेशन की दांत का बनने का शुरुआत हो जाता है.
Wow. So that's the steps of food digestion. Overview: mouth, esophagus, stomach, and small intestine.
Rectum.
With the help of liver, gallbladder, and pancreas, and then large intestine, which is also known as, and it passes through the rectum. So the final stage of the digestion process occurs in the large intestine. The large intestine is composed of 3 parts: the cecum, the colon, and the rectum. The role of the large intestine is the digestion process, as it absorbs all the remaining water. जितने बाकी की जो बचे हुए पानी है, it absorbs. That's why if you don't have enough water,
constipation.
You have constipated. You know, जाने में बहुत मुश्किल होता है. So if you have been, you know, constipated, guys, you know, if you've known friends, tell them.
Drink water and it will be good.
Drink water, and of course exercise, I always say, is very important. So chew your food at least now. If you're going to chew your food, you're going to count अगर जल्द में ही है तो क्या करेंगे? And also the most important thing is if you chew longer, you're going to eat less. Do you know that? If you chew, your stomach will, your brain will trigger कि हाँ पेट भर गए हैं. So you are not going to have a big belly.
सिक्स पैक हो
जब
जाएगा.
लबर खाना खाते हैं फिजी में लबर खा लिया तो बोले तो उसका मतलब ये होता है you gulp and then it takes a lot to
You also
digest.
exercising your muscles.
Yes.
So you look better. You don't have to go Botox and all that. Naturally आपका टोन रहेगा फेस का.
Muscle work and आप जवान भी लगोगे ना, दांत भी शेप में रहेगा. And often people say to me, you know, I've seen people eating chewing gum, you know, and depends आप कहाँ पर काम करते हैं. Professionally या देखेंगे किसी से मीटिंग के लिए जाएंगे तो you don't chewing gum तो नहीं चबाओगे. But if you are working in an area where it's not, you know, you're not sharing something or patient care. If in an office work nobody, आप काम से सिर्फ काम. Very important to chewing gum थोड़ा सा ले लो, एक chew कर लो.
Sugar free gum.
Sugar free gum cleans your. It's good for your teeth.
We dental profession actually recommends chewing gum
after food
and in a proper environment.
Yes.
But as long as it's got no sugar in it, sugar free, extra or free dent, so that won't cause dental caries or decay. It actually stimulates saliva and it's got some goodies in it, remineralize karta hai animal ko.
And you know, you don't eat for too long because then it also produces, you know, a lot of acid. And you know, in your mouth you actually got saliva, so it goes down and the food
Lubricate
immediately it starts looking for things. So just clean up के लिए, process के लिए, it's good. So that's our tip. Do you want to add anything to that, guys?
I think we pretty much covered it.
Yep.
All good.
If you want to say anything, you're most welcome to.
So how much water shall you drink a day?
2 liters.
2 liters a day.
Basically 1 glass every 2 or 3 hours.
So 8 glasses a day is recommended.
Nobody drinks it, but we should be drinking. That includes tea and coffee, liquid, na?
Liquid,
yeah. Because the kidney produces urine every 2 to 3 hours, normally.
So कुछ लोग ज़्यादा पानी पीते हैं. ज़्यादा पानी पीने से इसका मतलब नहीं कि आपका सेहत तंदुरुस्त हो जाएगा. Because the minute the body senses there's a lot of water, the kidney has to, you know, pass it through.
And remember, diabetes का one of the signs is you really feel thirsty, बहुत ज़्यादा, और आप पेशाब ज़्यादा करेंगे. इसको बोलते हैं polydipsia and polyuria. One of the signs of diabetes.
So if you are drinking water, enough water, about 1 liter and a half a day, you should be good. They say body-wise size, because body does retain water and thus it increases your blood pressure as well. So we'll
Salt
be talking,
especially.
Yes, you know, आजकल के पानी में you'll find there's mineral salts. If you pick up a bottle, a lot of people don't understand these things. You know, we will cut into topics like this. There's a lot of minerals and salts in the type of water you buy as well. You know, we're not going to plug in anybody companies, but पानी भी आज तक, you know, in plastic bottles there's also, you know, regulations आजकल शुरू होने लगी है. So it's very important. Yes, very
Only
important.
pure water is distilled water.
Yes.
It has no taste.
Does not taste. I have tasted it, but it doesn't taste anything at all. So that was our tip, and let's go ahead, and it's time to wrap up soon. After this, we are going to play a गाना बजाते हैं. Do you know of Sri Ram? He's one of the singers of India. You know, Idol champion भी हो रहे हैं, and he sang a few songs now in Bollywood movies.
Yeah. Sri Ram, yeah. He's a good singer.
He's a South Indian guy.
मेरे हाथ में तेरा हाथ हो, सारी जन्नतें मेरे साथ हो.
मेरे हाथ में तेरा हाथ हो, सारी जन्नतें मेरे साथ हो. तू जो पास हो फिर क्या ये जहां, तेरे प्यार में हो जाऊं फना.
मेरे हाथ में तेरा हाथ हो, सारी जन्नतें मेरे साथ हो. तू जो पास हो फिर क्या ये जहां, तेरे प्यार में हो जाऊं फना. तेरे इश्क में मेरी जान पनाह हो जाए
जितने पास खुशबू सांस है उतने पास होठों के सरगम
जैसे साथ साथ चंदा के है रात जितने पास नैनों के काजल
जितने पास पास ख्वाबों के नजर उतने पास तू रहना हम सफर
तू जो पास हो फिर क्या ये जान तेरे प्यार में हो जाऊं फना
मेरे हाथ में तेरा हाथ हो
सारी जन्नत मेरे साथ हो
या मौला
आपके गाने पे हम हो गए
जी हाँ, that was- दीवाने हो गए. That was
think that's what he wanted
Shri
to say.
Ram. What's his correct name? Jit is Muniyapati. Sri Ramachandra is from Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh nahi hai. He's from
South.
Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh.
So there's a lot of South Indians come from there. And just to jog your memory, he sang some really wonderful songs, jaise ki Balma.
786.
Balma, the song, yeah, that's him there singing, performing that song. And he's also sung Subhanallah in Ye Jawani Ye Diwani. Is coming up singer.
Subhanallah, Chand Sitare.
No,
Sifarish, wala.
This is a well-known Telugu singer. He sings a lot of Telugu numbers.
Ye
as
Jawani Ye
well.
Diwani.
Yeah.
ka gana hai. So he's quite good. He's got a good voice, so he's doing well for himself
Yes.
in Mumbai.
Good newcomer.
Yes. So guys, that's it from us. We have reached to the end of our program, and next week का टिप आप लोगों ने दे चुका है वर्ल्ड कप का, तो people want to go and जो
See.
पैसा लगाते हैं.
कि हमारा prediction correct है कि नहीं सही है.
Yes.
Wednesday morning and Thursday morning is the two games.
Yes,
One's
two
on
games.
Wednesday,
And
one's on
Brazil
Thursday.
is playing
The
Germany,
9th.
West Germany, and Argentina is playing Netherlands.
Right.
And तुम दोनों का पिक मैं यहाँ पे लॉक इन कर चुका हूँ, तो you can't ring me and change कि हम चेंज करें बनता है. तुम अगर सोका स्ट्रेटजीज वगैरह देख के हमें फोन करें. It's too late. Okay guys.
Razuka में लात लगी because you've locked it in. We can't change
Yes.
our mind now.
Yeah.
And don't forget, there's lots of shows happening around. Govinda show is happening as well.
Yeah.
So उसका आप
8th,
बता दें.
9th and 10th. I think 8th is in Sydney, 9th
It's in Brisbane?
Melbourne and 10th in Brisbane. No, 9th in Brisbane, 10th in Melbourne.
Yes. तो मेलबर्न की जो fans है around the globe, these people are watching this program. Please do promote. And our good friend Anish Mishra, I believe. And
VTC.
And, VTC,
and,
yeah.
23rd of August is Muhammad Rafi Night, which is happening locally.
23rd August.
Yes. And okay, guys, this is from us and from me. From
Vishwajit, we'll catch up again next week.
It's been a wonderful journey, guys.
yes.
Param and Jit.
Thank
We
you.
covered a lot.
अब
Thank
हम
you,
लोग
listeners.
पेट पूजा करें, and hopefully if you would comment about it, subscribe, and no, that side.
Left
Yeah,
side.
I've got it right. This side, Doc. Yeah.
There.
नीचे.
There.
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 Subscribe.
There. your left side.
I'm still going.
बाहर चल गया.
बाहर चल गया. The other side.
Over there.
The other
कैमरा के बाहर चला गया.
side.
तो अब हम जान गए, हमें इसे spoil करेगा. Yo, what's
Yo.
up?
So make sure you chew your food 24
Yeah,
times.
that's
At
well
least
covered.
24 times. At least.
That's well covered.
32 करता.
ना मुन्ना गिल्ली डंडा है बगल में.
That was very well covered health tip.
Yes. 6 at least हो सके. तो now I do start chewing.
और
पहले
एक और
बहुत जल्दी करता था.
it's a quick tip. जो लोग अल्कोहल पीते हैं खाली पेट पे मत
And
पीना.
I'm
क्योंकि
always
it gets
baffled.
absorbed very quickly.
I'm always
the
baffled
stomach.
with people that drink, whiskey पीते.
खाली
And of
पेट में नहीं
course,
पीना. बहुत
double
जोर से
doses
जल्दी
they
से
take,
चढ़ जाएगा.
The strength of the alcohol
2
is
nips
quite
पीते हैं.
strong. The damage is due to your liver.
40% है
Yes.
compared to beer which
Ji.
is 4 to 5.
The damage is does to your liver. But anyway, social drinking is okay. It's always,
Yeah, if you're a social drinker, if you drink once,
but
or
यार
maybe once
40
a month.
ounce को किसी ने किले उतार दे, but 40 ounce पिया बोले, दारू बोले आँखी में चल लेता बोले इतना तो बोले, people say, but gin, all these things, beer, spirits, हानिकारक चीज है, इससे आप अगर दूर रहे तो अच्छा होगा.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah,
Everything in moderation. And in your country, there's a lot of accidents happening. Okay, that's it for us, and have a good week. Ramadan, जो भी लोग fasting कर रहे हैं, आपको Ramadan मुबारक हो. Keep up the fasting season. And we'll meet again.
21st of July, this is the Eid festival.
21st ke?
21st. Okay.
Shashi Lal ki or se. And talking about Eid festival, we're going to have a guest next week, and Shashi Lal is coming to give us some tips on, you know, हम लोग stall रखे के, so we'll try to get at it. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. She'll be talking to us about
she'll talk about what's happening on the 21st,
the festival at Memorial Avenue, which is free entry.
So Ramadan will be finished by then. Just the week before, no?
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday.
Subject to sighting of the moon.
So I'm pretty sure Thursday, Friday can go. Yes. Well, that's it, guys. Have a good week.
Yep. Nice journey.
Yes.
Shaba khair.
आज मौसम बड़ा बेईमान है, लेकिन बेईमान नहीं, आज मौसम में आज नाइस है इधर, लेकिन गीत आपको हम छोड़ जाते हैं. Yes, छोड़ जाते हैं आपके लिए. Enjoy and good luck.
Till next week.
काली काली घटा ढल रही है, काली काली घटा ढल रही है, ठंडिया है हवा भर रही है, मुझसे कोई खता हो गई तो इसमें मेरी खता कुछ नहीं है, खूबसूरत है तो रुत जवान है, आज मौसम हो, आज मौसम बड़ा बेईमान है, बड़ा बेईमान है, आज